Alright guys, I hiked out to just a random ridge line out here, and I want to show you the next fire. It's a bamboo fire saw. Okay, now you want to take a look at this. These are fairly thick, alright, fairly wide. And together will make something quite big, you know. Together it's probably about a 2-inch diameter. You want that thick for stability, so grab something a little bit thicker. The thinner stuff doesn't work as good. Now you don't have to use 2 short pieces. You can use one of them long for your fireboard. That can be long, so you don't have to get on your knees. This one you have to get on your knees. This could be bad if you don't want to get wet, but it's just more stability when it's shorter. So I choose the shorter piece, and I'm just going to brace up behind that tree right behind me. Now the first thing I want to show you is why I cut them like this. You have 3 sections in this one. Okay, you're going to use this middle section is where you're going to have your friction. Okay, this will be braced up against you with probably, I'm going to use my shamak to give me a little bit of brace. You don't want this jabbing in your hip or anything. So I chose this one to hold my hand because I can use any of these sections. It doesn't matter. You can reuse this over and over again to make these, and it's same size, good and thick and strong. And the first thing we want to do is take this and sharpen this a little bit. I'll explain why in just a second. Alright, we want to take our the fireboard that we're going to be rubbing against, and we want to shave down one side. Alright, we want to put it to a little bit more of a point, because that's going to give you that saw. It needs to be sharp to saw. If it's too wide, you're not going to be able to burn in and get your coal, and you'll know why at the end of this. Now you're going to get your tinder bundle from doing this. Okay, you're going to take your knife, sharp end down, okay, and you're going to scrape like this. Okay, can you see that building up? This is what you're going to come up with. Okay, you need to get yourself 2 good size of these. Alright? So I'm going to go ahead and scrape this down. And you can see that, you can see how this side now is a little thinner than this side. You want to take this down almost to a point. Okay, so I'm going to do that, get my tinder, and I'll be right back with you for the next step. Alright, so I now have 2 balls of tinder, and you can kind of rough them up in your hand a little bit to loosen them all up a little. So you're going to want to keep these dry, and if you're actually making fire, you'd collect a bunch of other tinder to lay these underneath. I'm going to use just these and this because I want to explain something. Okay, so we'll set those inside our other chute. Now we're going to go to our handhold. Okay, we're going to find a spot generally in the center, which is about right here for me. You're going to come with your knife from the inside, and you're going to use your knife like an awl. Or if you have an awl, you can use that. And you're going to take this until you feel the tip of your knife on your finger. Okay, you're going to have just a pinprick of a hole on this outside. Okay, so we'll take our knife and we'll start to drill in. Now this knife I have is great. It's a Hawk brand, and he has points like this for a reason, for better penetration. You can use your knife as an awl. That's why I like these knives. I use it a lot. I haven't used my big knife at all on this project. There's no need to. So we're going to start to drill through this. Try to get it in the center as possible. Okay, we're going to wait until we start to feel it come through. See, I'm just drilling that out in there. So now we just want to clean that hole up a little bit. You don't need anything more than that. Just take the nub off the outside. Okay, now you're going to do the same thing. Make sure you're right in the center on the bottom of this board, and you're going to make a really small notch. Just small enough to fit your sharpened end. That's why you sharpen that. So it'll fit in this notch to get your friction started. So I'm going to take this and I'm just going to slide my knife, taking a small section out. I'm going to come over here, keeping that little puncture we made right in the center of this notch. Clean it up a little bit, make sure it's going to slide smoothly through there. Okay. Now bamboo's hard to cut through, so you should flip the board around to cut away from yourself, because you can slit. This stuff's strong. You know, that's just a little notch right there. That's all we need. Okay, and then we're going to take from our handhold, not our other one, we're going to create something to hold our tinder bundle in here while we work. So we're going to take a wider piece from this, one of these is going to be our poker. This one's going to work for that because it's not as wide. Now, you're going to need this poker to poke your coal out of that hole we made. Okay, you're going to flip this. Your tinder bundle is going to go in here. You're going to flip this with holding your tinder in there, and you're going to poke the coal out of here into your tinder bundle. And then you'll begin the process of blowing it into flame. So you have to have this readily on hand available. Sometimes the best thing to do is cut a little notch in here. You got it right there. Just let it sit in that. And that way you're going to have it on hand. When you're done cutting, you know it's right here. Okay, grab it, pull it out, flip, poke. Okay, you're going to need to make something similar to this though, to hold your tinder bundle in. Okay, so we got that ready. Now, we need to make a holder. This piece here will work good for that. We don't need it that long. Shrink it down a little. Slim it down to make it flexible. Okay, we got something that's going to hold that tinder bundle in there now. It's flexible enough. So we'll set that here. And we are ready to begin the process. So this is what we're looking for. You want one of these tinder balls on one side of the notch you made, the other on the other side. And then you put this tool you made on top of here to secure them. I use my thumbs, you can use whatever you want, and you'll have a sawing motion like so. Okay, so I'm up against this tree here. Get this positioned the way I wanted at the right angle. My shamak is in between me and myself. You don't want this end super sharp, because if it slips it can go through you and penetrate you. So make sure everything's ready. You got your poker, you're ready to go. You're good and secure, it's not going to go nowhere. You want to start out in your notch with a nice smooth motion. Not super fast, you're not pushing super hard. You're just going to get that board heated up. And it's going to start to turn brown. Okay, we got a nice brown color going on here. So now we want to start going a little faster, pushing a little harder. it. Poke that ember into there. Okay. Get rid of your materials. Now with this, I'm sorry, I'm not even in the frame. Now with this you want to blow, I'm sorry I missed the frame there. You want to blow fairly hard because it won't blow into flame, okay? See how hard I just blew? That's why you got to have more tinder. And blow hard with this to get it to ignite. There you go. Alright, I just wanted to point that out. I showed that I can make sustainable fire. It's pretty dry out anyways today, so I wouldn't have a problem. But watch how long this stuff burns if you get it ignited quick. Alright? It's great tinder. It burns for a long time, but it's hard to ignite. You can't do it like a normal tinder bundle where you're babying it, because it won't. You'll never get flame. You have to blow hard. Get it going, get these little fibers ignited, and then blow hard. Okay? It will go. And I do apologize that I wasn't in frame there when I started poking it out and everything. But I did use my poker. I poked it on this side into my tinder bundle. It's a very small ember, but it will go. You just have to move steady, but move quick. Quick enough. You know, you can see on my board here, I used this end. I barely took very much off at all. It's a very efficient way to make fire, and I believe anyone can do it. You just have to be able to push yourself once you start getting past that first stage. You start seeing black colored bamboo, it's time to start working hard. Okay? Just for 2 minutes. Give her a shot. Get some bamboo. A lot of people want bamboo cut down. Just find someone that wants some of it cut down and take it and get some practice in. But there you have it, the bamboo fire saw.